Salesman didn't take me seriously when I was buying a car. He begged me to reconsider after he lost out on a massive sale. Recently I received an extremely high promotion at my place of work. It came with a 70% raise and has honestly completely changed my life. I was born into a very poor household, and I never thought that I would be able to achieve stability like this. I'm 27 years old and my husband is 33. I've always looked on the younger side, and ever since we've been together I've gotten very used to people addressing him as if he is my caretaker or something. For example, a couple of years ago, we were applying for a home loan, and the male banker literally spent the entire time speaking to my husband without even making eye contact with me once. It really bothers me since I feel like people will often ignore me and treat my husband like he's more important or intelligent than me. It's something that has continued happening over the years, and even though I try to assert myself and stand up for myself, it never stops. This week, after receiving my 4th paycheck with my new salary, I decided I wanted to lease my very first car. I've always been interested in luxury cars, and with all this new extra income, I was finally at a time in my life where I could make this dream of mine come true. Ever since I was 13, I've always wanted a sleek black Porsche for myself, so the other morning me and my husband headed over to the Porsche dealership. I just felt defeated when we started speaking to the salesman, and he immediately started treating me like some kind of second-class citizen. Just like the banker, this man did not make eye contact with me even a single time. He didn't even go to shake my hand after shaking my husband's. Instead, he spoke exclusively to my husband even though he and I spoke up multiple times to say that I was the one purchasing the car that day. It was like the salesman thought we were joking or something, and at one point, he was patting my husband on the back and saying that a man like him deserved a car like this. The longer this interaction went on, the more disrespected and exhausted I felt. It would have been a 6-figure sale and I'm sure these dealership guys make a pretty good amount of commission, especially on luxury cars like this. I decided I really wanted this guy to feel hopeful while also wasting his time. So I pretended like we were interested in the car until the very last second, when I told my husband that I changed my mind right in front of the salesman, and we put the pen down on the paperwork and started walking out. The salesman was practically begging us on his knees to reconsider as we left his office. I just looked at him and told him that if he had actually taken the time to address the person who was actually buying the car, he would have made a sale today. He followed us out to the parking lot, still trying to convince us to come back in and buy the car. But I was done, and it felt good to roll my window up in his face as he continued to beg and plead for our time and money.